Hello, my name is Brian McAvoy and welcome to part 2 in my video series on elections and voting. For this video, I will be going over the different types of political offices and politicians. It is important to know who you are voting for so that you can understand how the government works. Another reason why it is important is because it will help you research the candidates so you can make the best choice. I will be providing lots of links in the description box below that will be able to provide you with more information in case if I didn't cover some things, and also to help you find out who you will be voting for. I will start off with local elections, then I will go on to state elections, and then after that, federal elections. Okay, let's start off with the local elections for Erie County, New York. The largest city in Erie County, New York is Buffalo, and the current mayor of Buffalo is Byron Brown, and the mayor of Buffalo is elected to a 4-year term, and he basically conducts executive duties like passing budgets, signing bills into laws, and basically presidential and governor's duties. And the last mayor election was 2013, the next will be 2017. Okay, and then now we're moving on to the county executive, who's basically like the mayor or president governor for the entire county. The current county executive is Mark Poloncarz, and he is like the mayor and president, entitled to a 4-year term. The last Erie County executive election was 2015, and the next is going to be 2019. The powers of the county executive are similar to the mayor, governor, or president. They, once again, do signing laws, executive orders for the county, passing budgets, etc., etc. Okay, and then there are all the municipal elections. That includes like councilmen for the cities and towns and villages and basically the entire county. To find this out, you'll need to contact the League of Women Voters, because since whoever represents you depends on what street you live on, what town you live in. So in order to get the best option, go to the Women's League of Voters. You can find their brochures at local libraries. You can contact them online to get information on what district your home is located in. And then there are also judge elections. Once again, you should go to the League of Women Voters, since they have the best information to tell you which judge is represents your district, state, or county. Okay, that's it for local elections. Now let's move on to state elections for the state of New York. Okay, let's start off with the governor. The governor is basically, the current governor of New York State is Andrew Cuomo, and he is elected to 4-year terms. And the last New York governor election was in 2015. The next is going to be 2018. The executive he conducts, executive duties like the president, mayor, and county executives. He command, but also aside from the basic executive duties like signing bills into laws, passing executive orders, and signing and passing budgets, he also commands the National Guard of New York State. Okay, and he is succeeded by the lieutenant governor if anything ever happens to him. Okay, and then after the governor, you will have a state attorney general. The current state attorney general is Eric Schneiderman, and he is elected to 4-year terms. And the last attorney general election is basically the same year as the governor, which is 2014, and the next attorney general election will be in 2018. And the attorney general is basically like the main legal advisor to the government. He can basically file lawsuits on behalf of the government. Like, for example, basically Eric Schneiderman sued Trump University for being a fraudulent university. So, good thing we have attorney generals. And then they also have to defend laws that are basically being challenged in the Supreme Court. And then there are the state senators and assemblymen who operate in the New York State Senate and Assembly. You can once again go to the League of Women Voters and find out who represents your district. You'll find once again local libraries, support libraries, but also both the state state senate and a state assembly have, websites which can, if you type in, your home address, they'll basically tell you where who represents you. Okay, and that is it. And then there are also comptrolls, who are basically treasurers, whom you vote for. The current comptroller of New York State is Thomas DiNapoli, and you can once again find out more about this with League of Women Voters. They're wonderful. Just contact them if you need any more advice, and their link is in the description box below. Okay, and next is the federal and national elections, and of course the most popular election of all, the presidency. The current U.S. American president is Barack Obama, and he is elected to 4-year terms, but he has 2 term limits. So he's no longer going to be president after 2016, and he is elected the 4-year. In 2010, 2012 was the last election, and then this year the current is going to be the next presidential election, and then after that will be 2020. Okay, and the president basically commands the military, he signs bills into laws. If you remember the "I'm Just a Bill" song, he's mentioned there along with Congress, whom we'll get to later. And yeah, so after the president, you have this. We're going to move on to Congress. Let's start off with the representatives. They're elected to 2-year terms and have no term limits. They can basically be in Congress until they die. And New York State has a total of 27 representatives, and Erie County is covered by at least 2 congressional districts. The 26th congressional district is represented by Brian Higgins. The 27th district is represented by Chris Collins. And they're all up for election this year. And pretty much every congressional election, their seats are up for grabs. And basically, the duties of a representative are to, get the bill, introduce bills into Congress, and vote on them and pass budgets. And it's also very important to keep up to date on what district you're living in. So once again, League of Women Voters and also the U.S. Congress, will basically tell you whose district you're located in by, just typing into the website your home address. And the reason why congressional districts are so tricky to understand is because they're always changing every single election year. And they can be really cut in some strange ways. Like the difference between like 2 different congressional districts could be just a walk across the street. Okay, and then after representatives, you have senators. They're elected to 6-year terms, and like the representatives, have no term limits. And there are different classes of senators: Class 1 senators, Class 2 senators, and Class 3 senators. Since each class is elected to a different year, like for the current year, 2016, is going to be a Class 3 election. So New York State has a Class 3 senator, Chuck Schumer, who's up for re-election. The Class 1 senator who will be up for election in 2 years, which is 2018, is Kirsten Gillibrand, who also represents our state, and she will be up for election later. And we don't have a Class 2 senator, but other states do. And senators basically, approve of laws. They can also approve of nominations that the president puts forward, such as, Supreme Court justice. Those are a big one. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for the positions of government, and you can get once again more links below in the description. Okay, bye.